I left my job, and the reason why I left it, and I did do it intentionally, I felt that it was not right.
Wait a minute. You intentionally left your job?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And what type of education do you have?
I have my master's.
You have a master's degree and you're a head clerk?
One master's degree, two dramatically different occupations, and a courtroom ripe for raw family drama. Today's case is undoubtedly one for the books.
I found out my wife just left her corporate job for a cashier job. I don't know why. Maybe it's because like she wants to get out of the payments of what she's doing.
Payments of what?
Child support, ma'am.
Okay.
We have a child together that we had in our marriage, and it's like, and all of a sudden I just found out just recently that she left her corporate job to take a couple of dollar paying job. How can you do this to us? How can you
Excuse
do
me,
this
sir, do not address her. Address me.
Yes, ma'am. I do apologize.
I mean, obviously she can't help your situation.
Yes.
That's why you're here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so continue.
I don't know, it's just like, when I found out, it's just like, I was just shocked. I didn't know like how else to express it, but we had a child together.
How old is the child?
This child is like 5 years old, ma'am.
Is she paying anything in child
Yes, ma'am.
support?
She's paying for the medical bills and she's paying for the support as well.
Medical support, you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, I left my corporate paying job, and after our divorce, I know he mentioned I'm his wife. Correction, I'm his ex-wife.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank
Continue.
you. So I left my job, and the reason why I left it, and I did do it intentionally, I felt that it was not right.
Wait a minute. You intentionally left your job?
Yes, ma'am, I did. I had enough money in savings to still provide for my child and still provide medical insurance. So I felt that, the stress of my divorce wasn't inhibiting me from performing my job.
Okay. First of all, that's a different court. We're not here to talk about anything that went on with the divorce. I just need to know about the money that you're making, because obviously the child lives with you. Is that correct,
Yes,
sir?
ma'am.
So you have all this money in saving. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
How much did you make at your last job?
I annually $70,000.
$70,000, okay.
Job changes after divorce can have a significant influence on child. Support calculations, since roughly 40% of divorced parents have wage changes following separation. When a parent purposefully reduces their wages, courts have legislative measures in place to prevent financial avoidance, ensuring that children's economic stability remains the first priority. Subscribe to learn about the various ways the law intervenes to safeguard children when parents attempt to play dirty.
It was my only job. Now I work at a convenience store.
Doing what? Doing what?
Head clerk.
Head clerk. Okay, how much are you making now?
About $30,000 a year.
$30,000. And what type of education do you have?
I have my master's.
You have a master's degree and you're a head clerk?
Yes, ma'am. Again, the stresses of the divorce inhibited me from doing my job.
Okay, don't say that again. You already said that once and we moved on from that. So, you're now making $30,000 a year, and you think that I should base child support on $30,000 instead of the $70,000 that you intentionally stopped working at?
Well, that is my annual income now, $30,000.
That's your annual income now. When did you start working at your corporate job?
A year ago.
A year ago. How long were you there?
I was there for about 8 years.
8 years with the master's degree at a head clerk position. What's the qualification to work at that job? It's such as, do you need a degree?
You just need a high school diploma.
High school diploma,
yes,
and you have a master's degree. I'm not about to play with you. $70,000 a year. You said you covered a child on health insurance. How much is that?
$300.
According to studies, overqualified people who earn significantly less than their potential frequently have long-term career setbacks, with income recovery taking 3 to 5 years. In this scenario, a master's degree holder working as a head clerk represents a major professional degradation, which may be motivated by the emotional toll of divorce. Courts are becoming more attentive about purposeful underemployment, enforcing legislative measures to ensure that child support obligations are based on real earning potential rather than voluntary lowered income.
You came, obviously, in this courtroom to waste my time.
I have a question. How come I have to get a corporate job? How come he can't get a corporate job?
He can get a job, but the child lives with him, right?
Well, yes, and I think the reason why the child is even with him to begin with is because of, well, this is a different court. Never mind, like you said.
Okay, thank you. So, moving right along, $70,000 a year, excuse me. I put your
I'm
gross
not making
at-
$70,000 a month anymore. I'm making $30,000 a year now.
you're making $30,000 a year now, but ma'am, you intentionally work at a job that pays you less, and you think that you're gonna come in this courtroom and get me to order that you pay a less amount when you're capable of making the $70,000 with a master's degree? You made that up.
Ma'am, I don't know. Emotional distress is intentional.
Excuse me. Emotional distress. I need you to go see a doctor. Okay, so your gross is $5,833.33. Based on that $70,000, I'm going to give you a credit for the health insurance, okay? The $300 that you stated brings your net to $4,497.98. How many children?
One.
One child, okay. 20%. $899.60 is going to be your monthly child support obligation that you're going to pay each month to this man. You looking confused, and I don't understand why you looking at
I'm
me
not looking
like that.
confused. You said what you're saying, and I'm okay. I'm taking it all in.
Oh, okay. Congratulations.
Thank
now,
you.
do you have anything further?
No, ma'am.
That's it?
Yes, ma'am.
That's it from you? Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
All right, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
From business downgrades to retirement programs, parents are using their employment to avoid paying child support, as evidenced by this next family's horrific court drama.
I just recently found out that she's just decided to retire now, and she's getting severance pay. And
She just decided, wait a minute, let me stop you. She just decided to retire, so she
No,
still...
not just decided to retire. I just found out that she was retiring. I knew she was close to retirement time. So, but I didn't know she was retiring now.
So she works a job,
Yeah, she's a teacher.
she's a teacher, and she has a severance package as well?
Yes.
She's received, okay, do you know how much it is? Or
It
is
is-
there something I have to ask her?
You can say my name.
Ma'am,
Yes.
excuse me, let me address him, okay?
Okay.
I'll come to you as soon as I'm done, I promise.
All right. Thank
Okay,
you.
you're welcome. Go ahead.
Well, it's around $20,000.
Around 20,000, okay.
Yes. I'm not sure the exact thing because it's not mine. So
How many kids do you all have?
we have one.
One child?
Yes.
Okay.
One little girl.
Okay, one little girl. How old is she?
17.
17. Ooh,
Yeah.
okay, you almost have her out the house.
Taking her butt to the military.
Okay, okay. Ma'am, how much is
Yes?
the severance pay that you have?
Well, it is,
What
About-
amount is it, ma'am?
it's 25,000,
Okay, and how much are you making as a teacher right now?
52, thereabouts. Not as much as him, though.
How much does he make? Why are you
He's
talking to
so
him like that? Why are you referring to him like that?
Well, Chris is just, he's just a great guy. He does well. He's very smart. Aren't you, Chris?
Okay, do you guys, do you all need to be here today? It sounds like you have other business that you probably need to attend to.
No, Your Honor. Just
You
we
still
broke
have my
up
number.
quite a while ago.
Okay.
I'm remarried now. Just-
Retirement and severance payouts have become important factors in child support computations. These settlements can have a considerable influence on support responsibilities, as the typical teacher's severance package ranges between $10,000 and $50,000. Courts are increasingly rigorously scrutinizing all income sources, including retirement, benefits, and severance pay to ensure that children's financial requirements are addressed, transforming seemingly ordinary job changes into complicated legal battlegrounds.
Okay, so we're going to stick to why we're here. We're not here for you to tell your love story about him, okay? This is for us to talk about you paying child support. Now, your daughter, who does she live
I
with?
love child. Yes.
Okay, your love child. Who does your love child live with?
Chris.
Okay, and she's been living with Chris, correct? Okay,
Yes, Your Honor.
all right. And since she's been living with you, Mr. Hawkins, have you been receiving any type of child support?
Yes, we have. It's around $227 now.
Okay.
And I've been just putting that in a trust for our daughter, so she'll be able to get that when she's older.
Okay.
So I'm just right now just wanting this money, so it goes to her. So when she ends up leaving, go and do what she has to do, she has the money. So I'm not trying to break her or anything like that.
Okay.
It's just to help support my daughter.
Well, I hope you wouldn't, because she seems pretty infatuated with you. Ma'am, so what I'm going to do is calculate your child support, okay? So your child support I have at the $52,000 a year. That's what you currently make as a teacher.
Yes.
Okay. Your gross is $4,400, and then that brings your net down to $3,653.78. Okay. Are you taking notes and following me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now we have your severance pay. I can deem that as income as well. Okay. Yes, I can. You looking real confused, but I can, and I am. Okay. So $25,000. We have your gross at $2,100. Okay. And then your net at $1,823.23. Okay. Do you understand? Is there anything wrong with the numbers?
Well, I'm a teacher, so we struggle. 50, that's not a lot of money that I live on. You understand?
When emotional emotions mix with legal issues, child support cases may rapidly become chaotic. Courts must manage the turmoil to guarantee children receive the necessary financial assistance, regardless of their parents' difficult relationship.